Hey guys, it's your boy Quay, your boys back with another video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on my post notifications so you guys can be notified when your boy posts another video. So today basically we got Baddies USA episode 3 recap, y'all. I did, touch bases on Baddies USA episode 2 and episode 1, so y'all go check that out. I told y'all this season I am not playing around, y'all. I will be doing recaps on each of the episodes. So y'all know how like the episode left off with Bad Dolly and Tinkabella fighting on the bus. You know how episode 3 is running. The same exact thing. They started fighting on the bus, honestly, because you could tell like they was kind of like mingling with each other, like they was cool and stuff. And then I think like Summer had wanted to like bring up a comment and said that Tinka actually doesn't like, Bad Dolly and stuff. And Bad Dolly was like, she kept peeping that, and it was like the biggest thing, and they started like fighting, whatever. Now, honestly, like, I just don't understand when it comes down to Tinkabella. Like, why was you paying attention to Dolly? Like, Dolly was literally like taking off her purse to like swing on her. I'm like, how didn't she just peep that? Like, y'all gotta keep your eyes open, like, in your ears open, because like, how you did not see that, and especially if she was like dead in front of your face. Like, I'm like, how she didn't she didn't see that. So they started like fighting on the bus and stuff, and honestly I'm gonna give that to Dolly. I feel like Dolly won majority of the rounds this episode. Then while the other girls they had wound up just meeting up to like the house. They had met up like with Natalie. It was Fauna, KOLD, KILLA, Tavi, Scotty, and they all meet up, with Natalie to the house. I think it was like in Washington D.C. And Natalie greeted them and showed them like a tour of the house and stuff. And I guess like KOLD KILLA had told Tavi like, I'm gonna pay you $500 if you jump into the pool. And Tavi instantly like literally dived in that pool, like no hesitation. Like she just dove in the pool and stuff. And then Scotty was like telling Tavi like, why are you soaking wet? And she was like, oh, she jumped in the pool for $500. And Scotty was like, $500? I would never jump in the pool for $500. And Tavi was like, I don't got that type of money that you got, Scotty. I mean, because Scotty and Limit, got a little situation going on. So hey, Scotty got the money that's like chump change to her now that she's having a baby with Lemmy and stuff. Like, that's chump change to her. So that was kind of like funny and stuff, and I'm glad like they came up with like that moment and stuff. And a lot of people was like bashing Tavi. They was like, oh, I would never jump in a pool for $500. Who? If somebody offered me now, I don't care if it's cold, hot, winter, summer, spring, and they bet me $500 to jump in the pool, I'll do that instantly, no hesitations. I don't care. Tavi did was right. $500, that's an easy 500. A lot of people be like, oh, I'm not begging for no money. Oh, I'm not gonna do. But y'all could clock in and only get paid $500 for a week. Who instantly? That's easy money. Y'all don't know how to make money. That's your problem. Y'all really don't be know how to make money. Cause I would have dumped in that easily. Promise you. So the girls like wound up coming back to the house. I guess Tinkabella and them wanted to run that situation again with Bad Dolly. I guess because they needed more room instead of like fighting on like the sprinter van. So they ran that again, y'all. Like same old. Honestly, I feel like Dolly took the cake. Like she won that. She did. I did see Dolly had like a little scratch on like her nose, and I seen Tinkabella had her eye, like her eye was like doing the lean with it, rock with it, like her eye was like black. I'm like, damn, like she couldn't even open it a little bit. I'm like, Dolly kind of like got her and stuff. And while they in the mix of fighting, I think it was like they ran like probably like 2-3 rounds. Summer, I don't know where Summer was getting those drinks or who was giving Summer drinks, but like I ain't gonna lie, this whole episode, like she was turned up, like she was turned up completely. Like I'm like, who gave Summer all those drinks? Because there's no way she was just cool on the bus and then all of a sudden, she just, I guess, like get in front of the cameras or somebody just hand her alcohol. But like she was on one this episode. But she wound up like one of the fights that Tinkabella and them got in. She wound up like grabbing, I guess, like Bad Dolly like boob and stuff, and Bad Dolly was like, like Summer, you got my boob, like you got my boob, and Lex was trying to like grab Summer. She's like, Lex, Summer, you like you're doing too much. Like Lex was telling it to Summer like she was doing too much, and she's like, no, she not. She just trying to like break up the fight and stuff. And then instantly amongst that, everybody was just talking about like their problems and stuff. KILLA, talked to Tinka about, her situation. She was like, they had to like run that and stuff. And then they all started talking about like the conversations and stuff. Instantly, Tesehki and Rolly, Mariah Lynn, they all started coming downstairs, and instantly Summer saying boo, tomato, tomato, saying all types of stuff, talking about on her outfit, talking about, what Tesehki got going on, like picking with Tesehki and stuff. And then, instantly Tesehki was on there. Like Tesehki instantly walk up to Summer and slap Summer in her face. And I'm not gonna say like Summer was kind of like scared in a way, but I feel like she was scared a little bit. But like she was still swinging on Tesehki. And I commend her that, because I feel like a lot of people wouldn't even actually have the balls or the courage to actually swing on Tesehki, because y'all know how Tesehki hands set up. But she was like instantly, like I was shocked that she was actually like swinging on Tesehki. Like she was getting there, like she wasn't just gonna let Tesehki just walk up on her and slap her. Like she got a couple of hits in, even though I feel like Tesehki was kind of like held back a little bit. Like you could tell like Tesehki really didn't want to do her. Like she did DTB and ET and stuff. Like you could tell like she really held back. It's just the fact that Summer just kept opening her mouth. Like she just wouldn't shut up for no reason. Like she just one thing about Summer. It don't matter how bad you beat her. It don't matter how you slap her, you kick her, you stomp her, like she's still gonna run her mouth like a cocker hitter, God forbid. But it's like she's still going to run her mouth. Like I don't understand when it comes down to Summer. Like I feel like she had to been intoxicated for her to keep running her mouth constantly, and it's like everybody was just like sick of her, because she just did not want to shut up for nothing. So while that was all going on, I guess KILLA, you try to get her like sneak back on Tinkabella. She runs up on Tinkabella and sneaks Tinkabella from the side, and Tinkabella want to run that fade. Now I think it's like they took so long, y'all. When I said it was squaring up, like for 20 business days, like nobody was swinging, nobody didn't want to land a punch. Like I was laughing at Suki and Sapphire Day. He thought that Tinkabella and KILLA was doing the tango. Like I was like, oh my gosh, this is like honestly too much. Like who's gonna lay the first punch? Who's gonna land something? I mean, Tinkabella, KILLA did sneak you, so I'm expecting you to swing first. But it's like nobody was swinging first. They was just, I'm like, y'all swing. Like, what is y'all doing? Like, I just didn't understand what they got going on. I'm like, at this point, y'all all go home, because it's like y'all not doing nothing. Nobody's swinging nothing, and it's just like, what is y'all doing? Honestly, like I'm like, this is gonna take up the whole episode. Like, they are dragging this. Like, y'all have to let this situation go. Summer is like still going up. I guess she's mad that Tesehki put her hands on her. So she's Lex is trying to like stop Summer and stuff, and Summer calling her the R word. Y'all, I'm not gonna say it online, but y'all know what the R word is. If y'all watched it, y'all know. She would Chrisean is accused, had accused Tesehki of doing to her, and she was like, why you want to sit here and fight me? Like, why you want to put your hands on me and stuff? Like, you're a R word, you're a R word. Like, she just kept saying that, and Lex was trying to like push her and tell Summer, like, Summer, stop fussing, like stop talking about that, like that's like ain't got nothing to do with you and stuff. And then they go on top of like the balcony and stuff, and Tesehki is still trying to like get to Summer, but it was like Tesehki like stop. Lex is trying to hold like Summer to tell Summer. Gretchen was butting in to try to help Summer, like listen to your friends, and Summer's just like she really don't care. She's gonna speak her mind, and she don't care what nobody got to say, but she's like she fussing with Lex to tell Lex, oh, grab Tesehki. But it's like Tesehki wouldn't even be coming after you if you're not speaking, bad things about her. And it's like she just keep forcing it. Now, on first, like when the episode had first dropped, I was like, I do feel like Tesehki is coming off as Tesehki is coming off as a bully, like for the first episode and like second episode. And I just didn't really respect that. But I feel like now it's like, now I understand where Tesehki is coming from, because it's like Summer does not want to shut up. And it's like Bad Dolly is telling Summer to be quiet, like Lex is telling her to be quiet, and she's still speaking. And it's like now we're actually seeing the downfall of, the big three actually like splitting up. And you could tell like Lex and Dolly is really not rocking with Summer, and they're really not messing with that. And vice versa. Summer is really not messing with Lex and Dolly. And then Chrisean comes, she comes with Marsh and stuff. And honestly, I really didn't understand, like, yeah, so when it came down to like Tesehki, when Marsh and Chrisean and DJ Sky, they wound up like showing up and stuff. Summer was like, beat that BA, like beat that BA, Chrisean, like beat that BA, like telling her sister to actually fight her other sister. Like, I'm like, that's kind of like crazy. Why would you want her to fight her own sister? Like, it don't make any sense. And when it came down to like Tesehki was crying and stuff, and to Chrisean, honestly, I really didn't understand that situation, because I'm like, what is Tesehki crying for? Like, it's not like, honestly, like when last episode, like when we see Tesehki going off and going crazy and stuff on Chrisean, and I guess she was getting, I don't know if she was getting traumatized or what, because the situation that happened like on Baddies East of to Chrisean bringing like her friends to like, I guess, like jump her and stuff. I guess she felt like they was gonna try to pull that move again, but it's like, honestly, like I seen, like I think it was like on Chaotic like YouTube and stuff, or like a video probably like 2 weeks prior before they even filmed. I had seen like a video of Tesehki and Marsh wound up like squashing their beef, so I'm like, they wouldn't even be coming on the show to like fight again, like for what, like honestly. And it's like Chrisean was trying to talk, but it's like they wouldn't even let to Chrisean talk. And then it's like Summer kept going in the background. Anna did try to like run up on Summer, while she was on the stairs and stuff, and kind of like got Summer a little bit on the stairs, and she just kept trying to attack Summer. Even Rolly got kind of like tired of Summer, because it's like everybody was on Summer tail, because it's like Summer did not want to shut up, and it's like it was just getting everybody like crazy. Um, it's like, y'all, I really didn't understand when it came down to like Chrisean and Tesehki. Like, I'm like, what is y'all beefing for? Like, she brought up Junior, Chrisean's son, and she's like, oh, that's her child. But I'm like, what? Like, all y'all guys drinking or something? Because I was kind of like confused on a lot of things. Like, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. What is Tesehki going crazy for? Like, is it over Summer? Like, is she's mad that Summer's actually, I mean, Chrisean is kind of like on Summer's side? Like, I don't know. Like, even Chrisean had to walk up to Summer and told Summer, like, you have to be quiet. Like, just stay out of it. Um, and then even Tommy was butting in, and Tommy was saying, y'all need to just squash that beef. Like, y'all don't fight. Like, why y'all doing all that? Like, I was laughing when she mentioned I think she said Tesehki, and she's like, no, it's Tesehki, and she was like, well, I don't know, babe. I'm like, oh, come on, oh my gosh, like, I don't know, I ain't gonna cap. Like, Tesehki name is so hard to pronounce. Like, it really is. Like, and sometimes, like, I seen like a video of her on Instagram, and she pronounced it differently. And then when she was on the show, she's like, no, it's Tesehki. And then Tommy was like, I don't know, babe. Like, I didn't know. I'm sorry, I didn't know, babe. I'm like, Tommy always gets somebody's name wrong, because on the Caribbean season when Tommy had ran into the Claremont twins, and she was like Shannon Sorvette. What is like the twins' name are Shannon and Sinead, and she had called one of them Sorvette or something like that. I was like, oh my gosh, Tommy always mentioning people names wrong. But that was like kind of funny and stuff. But that's how like the episode did end off. Like, Tommy, was telling Summer like she has to be quiet, like she gotta be quiet. Summer started crying a little bit. She started pushing Lex. Lex started crying because she was just getting aggravated because Summer wasn't listening to her. And then instantly, Tesehki runs up on Summer. And that was kind of like it for the episode. It was a good episode. Honestly, I do feel like Baddies USA is coming with it this season. They're not playing no games. I kind of do like the cast so far. I know chapter 2 might be crazy, because I've been seeing going on online of Natalie and Lyrica. So I don't know if Lyrica gonna be joining the show. And y'all know they had like a big falling out because it was some song, I think it was like the little Boosie beat and stuff that Natalie had Lyrica had, like, I guess, like, paid her writers and stuff to make that song, and for them to write Lemmy part, and then they wound up like cutting her out the deal, and they took her off the song. And Lyrica, the one who paid for like the producers, she paid for the writers, she paid for all their verses, and for them to actually like cut her out of the deal, I feel like that was kind of like wrong and stuff. But it looked like this next episode is gonna be very interesting. We're gonna be getting Daisy and Rolly. And we're gonna be getting Tesehki in Summer, so I do feel like that's gonna be very good. I'm kind of like shocked. It did look like in like the little preview or the little clip that they showed, it did look like Anna jumped in to help Rolly, so we're gonna have to see what's going on with that situation. But that's all, y'all. Make sure you guys like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and join the gang, y'all. We on the road to 3K subscribers, y'all. I'll be definitely doing recaps on every episode, y'all, this season. I'm not playing around. So thank y'all so much for support. As always, guys, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. As always, be breezy, don't be easy. Yeah, us.
What can I say? Can you blame? She wanna be paid. Never stress, but that's what I say. I don't care what nobody say. I am lit. What can I say? Yeah.